Hi, Jeff here. I just wanted to spend a few minutes before taking off here this evening to talk to you about the possibility of an ark. Some have come onto YouTube and they've just flatly denied the possibility. They've said, no way, can't be, could never happen. There's no possibility of an ark. And in fact, no amount of wood in any configuration would ever make a vessel of 520, 540 feet in length, which was seaworthy, no matter how that wood was treated or configured. Frankly, I think that's a ridiculous claim to make. And I think it's so far over the top that it basically discredits anyone who would say such a thing. No amount of that wood in any configuration? Surely you can imagine. Well, here's the thing. Do you have all knowledge? Because unless you have all knowledge, you can never make such a claim. The bottom line is, we don't know every conceivable or possible configuration for wood, do we? Have we actually explored every possible way you can put wood together? Clearly not. Absolutely not. Because there is a theoretically infinite range of possibilities for the configuration of wood around a vessel of space 30 by 50 by 300. And so why don't we just have a discussion about how that might be, or how unlikely that might be, or someone's skepticism, rather than making these outlandish claims that suggest that we could know that it's not true. We can't know that. And I guarantee you that it is very possible with wood in probably several different types of configurations to achieve a vessel of those dimensions which would be seaworthy. Quite possible. And I'm not going to claim any false credentials as a marine or a naval architect or any of that stuff, but I'll say this. Imagine a man who's 500 years in age, whose father personally knew the very first man, a man who talked directly with the maker of all things, and who lived for 930 years. And you've got a pretty darn plausible sort of a system to acknowledge the possibility, at least, if you're willing to take those things as givens, right? Which requires faith, obviously, for you to take those as givens. But given those assumptions, it's very possible. Now, people have all sorts of assumptions that they want us to just believe and accept without even acknowledging or without mentioning, like the myriad assumptions associated with radiometric dating. They hide those assumptions. They won't even acknowledge those assumptions. I'm telling you up front, I assume the Bible's the Word of God. It's my starting point. Okay? I'm not abandoning that. I'm not going to pretend like I believe what I believe for scientific reasons. Okay? Everything that I believe is scientifically valid. I've never seen a scientific argument to destroy what I believe, but I didn't experiment and find God. God showed himself to me through his holy word and through the behaviors of those who believe in God that I've witnessed over time. In all honesty, that's how I came to understand and think about this concept of an ark. I wouldn't make up such a thing. But partly because it's so outlandish, it's very plausible. The fact that there are flood legends and ark legends all over the world in 300 separate cultures and subcultures should also be an indicator that it's at least possible. Certainly has been thought of for at least a couple, 3,000 years. At least. So please don't be arrogant in discounting the possibility of something that you can't disprove. It doesn't mean you have to believe it. You're not forced to believe in an ark or Noah or the Bible. You believe whatever you want to. But don't tell me that I'm stupid or unscientific for believing things which are very scientific and not in any way out of step with true knowledge or open-mindedness or the possibility of considering things that are unknown or unprovable. Thank you.